You're very welcome here to Royal Oak Distillery in the heart of Ireland's ancient East. My name is Woody and I'm delighted and really proud to be able to show you what goes into the unique process in every single bottle of the BUSKER Irish whiskey. It begins with the rich fields around us. We carefully source and select our barley and natural ingredients from the surrounding area. They're stored here in our silos with a capacity of 60 tonne each. All of our ingredients are natural, even down to our water. We take our water from a locally sourced natural Barrow aquifer, which is 70 metres underground. All of this combines together to create the wonderful BUSKER whiskey that you will be tasting. Now, let's go on to the next part of our journey, milling. So here we are at milling. The mashing phase. What happens here is the barley enters the mash tun. As it comes along, it's combined with some hot water. The enzymes and the starch in the barley begin to react and it produces that wonderful sugary wort. We take that wonderful sugary wort that was in the mash tun and transfer it to our fermentation tanks. As the transfer takes place, we cool it down, and when it's at the right temperature, we add yeast. Once the yeast is inside, the fermentation begins. That is when it's going to begin its wonderful journey on triple distillation in a place that is unique here to Royal Oak Distillery, our still house. So here in the still room, we have our column stills, which are used to make our grain whiskey. Not only that, we have these beautiful copper pots as well. So the distillation begins with that wort from outside being fermented, and it travels then into our wash still here. So as that fermented barley goes inside, we begin to heat it up. As it heats up, the alcohol will begin to rise up along the neck, having that all-important contact with the copper to purify it. We take the best of that and we move it on to our next still, which is our intermediate or faint still. In this still, we repeat the process, and this time we cut the alcohol and allow only the best to move forward. And that travels into our final still, which is our spirit still. This is all important because it is from this still here that we end up making that cut to choose the finest, most exceptional spirit that will go into our barrels to become our whiskey. So to create our unique flavour and taste experience, we used various aged casks. Here we have our American bourbon cask. This will offer us some beautiful sweetness, vanilla, and of course creamy caramel. Then we have our Spanish butts here. These sherry butts will give us those dark tones that we're looking for, as well as some nutty notes. And we have our beautiful Sicilian Marsala barrels. These ones coming from Cantina Florio, 1833. This is going to offer us some of those beautiful complex notes, as well as some of the dried fruits that we're going to look for. That is why on our blend, we talk about triple cask, triple smooth. So as we say in Ireland, sláinte.